Good evening, everyone. We're back with Stray Crows for the time being. Still doing playtesting. Yeah, I had some good feedback. We've got a couple of new character classes in the documentation. So we have a sort of entertainer / courtesan sort of thing. More like a broad-based bard class that you could take in whatever sort of way you wanted. It's a bit more Edo period oriented, I would say, but still useful in Sengoku for things like geisha, oiran, traveling minstrels, that sort of thing. And then we've also got a sort of wandering magistrate template, which was tricky because it doesn't exactly fit in the historical period in which we're mostly playing. It is much more rooted in the Edo period because that's when the bureaucracy and everything kind of settled over everything and everything got organized. So I've made it more of a sort of traveling inspector, consulting detective sort of class. So those have been added to the document and will be available as additional character classes. Been a little bit of rebalancing and jiggering. Spellcasting has been mildly updated in some ways due to playtesting, because people tried things with the magic that we hadn't anticipated them trying. So, you know, all useful stuff. I think we're just about there with the document and everything. It needs a fine-tooth comb going over by me and probably someone else's set of eyes as well. And then in theory, we should be on course for the crowdfunding August, September, which is a lot later than I wanted it to be, but I guess that's then the run up to Christmas and all of that jazz. I have a new book out, 100 Post-Apocalyptic Settlements, returning to the 100 series of books that were some of the best sellers a long time ago. So feel free to go and check that out at post-mort.com. All right, let's bring in the players and get this show on the road. I will caution you, it is very hot and humid here in Grimland, as you can probably tell by the state of my hair. And all my dried frog medicine makes it hard for me to adapt to the heat. So this may be a short session. We'll see how we go. All right. Good evening, all.
Ohayo gozaimasu.
Hello.
Did everyone update their characters with experience from last time?
I didn't, because you were still deciding whether we can bank experience dice or not.
Yes.
I had 5 of them, and I didn't want to roll them all at one time.
I think you can. I think it makes sense that you can, because you could save them up in order to rescue yourself from horrible situations. Because XP dice are like get out of jail free cards if you get killed and stuff. So, you know. But everyone starts the session with 1 experience dice each. So mark that down somewhere.
Oh, I had a quick rules clarification question. So I'm gonna just so everybody know I'm gonna play Abe Haratsugo tonight on Miyoji. All right. Spell casting actions and reactions. Can spells be cast as a reaction given the nature of the spell? In other words, some spells are designed to address when something happens as compared to preemptive. And we hadn't really talked about that yet.
Yeah. So like spells.
I've been looking at the magic system, and I keep kind of going to almost Magic the Gathering structure in some ways, right? And so, you know, are there this idea of being an interrupt?
Yeah.
Right? Not necessarily an instant, right?
Yeah.
I mentioned to you earlier, because that breaks things, but an interrupt shouldn't.
Yeah. If the spell is castable as an action and is a suitable kind of spell, I don't see any reason why you couldn't also cast it as a reaction, provided you meet all the other requirements.
That's was my logic as well, that a full turn-based does not make sense. But anything that is just an action, yeah, that, and as long as everything else is okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking of like cinema tropes from Chinese cinema and homages to that as well, and it would make sense if you could make like a warding sign or.
Well, in particular, so like I'm focusing on the destiny spells, and so a lot of them are the antagonist does something and destiny answers that action.
Yeah. So like call upon luck to step in and save your ass, or
correct,
or whatever.
Or karma comes back and it reflects the damage they dealt. Things like that.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah, no, that sounds fine. Okay, yeah. So as I said, 1 experience dice each at the start of each session. So mark that down, and then decide on personal goals for each character for this session that could earn you another experience dice. So have a quick think. I was trying to make some nice shiny XP cards for opportunities in this session, but that doesn't seem to be working. So
better luck next time.
Yeah.
All right. So what am I going to do this time?
I will give you a minute to think while I try and get this to work.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Okay. How's everyone else doing with their thoughts?
I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, so I banked 2 of my dice. I didn't use them.
Okay. Right. Akemi, what is your personal goal? Fictional.
Personal goal in the general on the campaign, or in this adventure in particular?
Okay.
Today.
Make a note somewhere of that.
No, I'm asking if.
No, he wants to know for today.
Yes,
Today.
for today.
What is your
Yeah.
goal for today?
Okay, which are the options?
Whatever you want.
Anything,
No,
something you want to do as your character this session.
Well, promote my family, commercial and political contacts.
Okay.
Build rapport with other daimyos if possible.
Okay. So make deals and expand your family's influence. Okay. All right. All right. And Takahara.
Takahara wants to try to get closer to Midori.
Ain't that sweet?
And Midori wants to get as far away from Takahara as possible for her to get her goal.
So didn't Takahara just lose his cherry, and now he's like infatuated? He's got to get more.
That's sort of the idea.
He's become a horn dog. Gotcha.
Not quite, but yeah.
No, it's food dogs at temples, not horn dogs. All right. And what's Midori's goal?
Maybe to be better at social skills.
Oh.
So to develop your social skills.
She doesn't really have much social skills. I'm going to fail this personal goal, but it's worth a try.
It's the effort that counts. And Abe?
He's going to twist the web of fate to protect the innocent.
Okay. Specifically the innocent. Okay.
Specifically the innocent.
All right. And the adventure-based experience cards available for the taking are Maintain Etiquette with Magistrate Hayashi Masanobu, Track Down the Bandit Base Camp, and Take Time to Stop and Smell the Roses. You can each make your case for claiming them now and then cash them in when you fulfill the goal.
I'm going to take time to stop and smell the roses because he's always so focused on the supernatural and duty and tracking down the angry and hungry dead. This is an opportunity to grow and develop and focus on his zanshin.
Okay. Does anyone else want to challenge to claim that XP card? Nope. Okay. Does anyone want the Maintain Etiquette social interaction card?
I'm gonna take that one because
that
it
will help.
goes with my personal goal.
Okay.
I guess I'll try to track down the bandits.
Okay. All right. Note those down. And
this is gonna end horribly.
But you'll have an excuse to. Yeah. All things will unroll as they are meant to, such is fate. All right. Your travels have taken you all the way south to Kyushu. The river that you were following on the main island terminated at the ocean, not far past your last mission, and you took passage, guarding a ship from pirates as it made its way to the port city of Funai in Kyushu. From there, you made your way inland through the winding mountain paths, and the coin from the ship work that had you feeling flush for a little while has now long since departed. June in Kyushu is a season of heat, growth, and gathering rain. The mountains are lush green with new cedar growth and bamboo. The slopes are veiled by drifting mist as the Suyu rains drift across the island. Rice paddies stand flooded and gleaming beneath grey skies, reflecting clouds and distant hills like mirrors. Rivers run full and fast, carrying cooler mountain water towards the sea, while frogs call from the fields and cicadas begin their relentless song amongst the trees, which steals sleep from you. The air hangs heavy with moisture and the scent of wet earth, pine needles, and bursting flowers. Along the roads, travelers move beneath broad hats and straw rain capes, passing villages hidden amongst growing rice fields, fishing hamlets along the coast, and castle towns where banners hang damp and motionless in the humid air. Though the storms bring inconvenience, they're welcomed, for they promise healthy harvests in the months to come. For now, the heat is pleasant rather than oppressive, but the humidity is terrible. The endless rain and the damp wears upon your soul and makes the going difficult on muddy trails. You can't remember the last time you were dry. The winding path has brought you about in time for lunch to a small town on the Kurakawa River called Takamizu. It sits where a mountain road descends into a fertile valley, crossed by the river. You cross over the broad timber bridge, wide enough for 2 ox carts, into the town itself. Being on the river, just down from all of the mountain terraces and on an important road, makes this a very important stopping point for merchants, pilgrims, and tax caravans, less welcomely, traveling between the coast and the interior. The settlement grew around a small fortress barracks and now serves as the administrative center for several surrounding villages. So, yeah, it's not bad. It's a trifle rustic, perhaps. Surrounded by rice farms, with several of them creeping up the mountainside. Forestry is going on. There's a lot of wood smoke, though the damp is keeping that out of the air. Must be producing charcoal nearby. There are barges on the river, and there are pilgrims following trails to various shrines, either in the towns or in the mountains. It's pleasant enough.
So, as normal, the first thing I do in the day is cast a divination.
Okay.
To throw the lots, see where we are.
Okay. Now, this is something I have used AI for to produce the fate readings, but it helps if the window doesn't close itself. Give me a minute here.
So are you going to have this as a tool for, is this in the,
I've got brief descriptions of some
book. Yeah, I read those.
Some fate telling ones, but not in depth.
We'll play with that later.
Yeah, there are plenty of free online tools, but I've jiggered this to be a bit more suitable for me.
Yeah. Can you still integrate me rolling my divination skill?
I can. So if you want to go ahead and roll.
Excellent. So I rolled a total of 10, 5, and 6, 21.
Okay.
Huh. So is there a target number I'm trying to hit? How have you worked this out? Just out of now, I'm really became totally focused on this.
So the default target number is always 15 if you can't think of anything else, because if something is appropriately challenging. There aren't any countervailing supernatural forces in the area that would make sense to increase the difficulty. So I haven't done that. And then, so you beat the target 15 by 5. So I will slightly tweak whatever the end result is.
Gotcha. So
to reflect that.
So do you have in mind for each adventure what the divination will reveal, and then you're modifying the target numbers to give you something that is generally useful?
So previous times I've spent a little bit of time in the background thinking through omens and various things appropriate to the culture. I haven't done much prep today. I overslept on my nap.
I'm just thinking about it in general as this sounds like part of constructing and thinking about how to run one of these adventures, that this is part of the sensei's toolkit that they should make sure they're prepared for.
Yeah, it's something I would put into a supplement. If I was going to put it together. So I think these sorts of things are more in the art of GMing, and you don't want to overwhelm people. You know, this is nice stuff to have, but you know,
Not
you don't necessarily have to do it. Yeah. All right. Let's see.
All right. Thanks for indulging me.
No problem. Okay. So you divine mountain over wind. Upper trigram is judgment. Lower trigram is image. Judgment tells us that rot gathers where vigilance sleeps. The beam appears sound, yet worms hollow it from within. What was neglected must be uncovered. What was hidden beneath leaves and earth now stirs. Good fortune comes to those who confront corruption rather than merely punish its symptoms. And image means beneath the mountain, the wind cannot escape. Decay festers in still places. Thus, the superior person examines old grievances and sets right what others choose to ignore. And combined is a daguao in Chinese, which means great excess. The old structure cannot endure. A decisive crossing is required. Delay invites collapse. The trees beneath the marsh bow under impossible burdens. Thus, the superior person stands alone when necessary and acts though others hesitate. The stalks that you have cast speak of rot beneath the clean floorboards of the village.
Yeah.
They speak of pursuit and of the trail leading elsewhere. Something feeds upon neglect and hidden shame. Look to the mountain for answers.
Okay. Yeah, I like that mechanic. I think that's very aesthetically and thematically pleasing to me.
It would be a hard thing to write down, but I will think about it.
All
right.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. Is anyone else doing anything quickly while Abe sits beside the bridge and throws yarrow stalks in the dirt?
Do we see anyone out and about?
Yeah, most of the main work of tending the fields and everything is largely done. Just sort of weeding and tending and scaring away pests and things is the major part of the work. So a lot of people seem to be at a loose sort of end. Most of them are sitting under the roofs of their houses where they provide a bit of cover from the near constant drizzle and rain that comes down. But there's lots of people out and about. You see a couple of children running up the path towards the bridge where you are, with broad green leaves held up over their heads to keep the drizzle off. They seem very intent upon your group.
Okay. Is there any other buildings or stuff that sticks out in town? Like shrines or temples? Or...
Looking out over the town, because you're slightly above it here, there's what looks like an inn for pilgrims and travelers. It has a big painted white carp carved out of wood hanging in front of it. Akemi notices that there is a trading house where various merchants will meet to do trades and cut deals with each other. There's a couple of ox wagons outside of that with various goods piled up. And it has several small piers jutting out onto the river, at which are several barges. There's a small tea house up slightly from the rest of the town. And you can smell hot metal. There is a forge somewhere nearby. There's a torii gate at the edge of the town on the entrance to the mountain path that heads up the mountain into the forested sides. alongside the
Is this a castle
terrace.
town?
There's a small fortress on the other side of town, guarding the other end. It looks pretty dilapidated and old. It was probably built when the town was first formed.
What? Oh crap! What are they called? The flags with the clan images.
The Mon.
Yeah. Do we see any specific of those floating around anywhere?
I didn't think of that. It's the Hosokawa clan. What is their Mon? Let's find out. Their mark is the 9 Luminaries crest. It's a circle with circles around it. It has astrological symbolism, which you would pick up on. The crest represents the sun, the moon, and the 7 classical celestial bodies or planets from Buddhist astrology. It's white circles on a black field. So that's auspicious as far as you're concerned.
Yes.
They are the largest and most powerful clan in Kyushu, or at least the most influential. And they're hereditary allies of the Tokugawa.
Oh. And yet it's not a castle and it's in decline.
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
They're probably expending their time, effort, and money elsewhere.
Yeah. Well, this doesn't seem to be like they're under active military actions like we've seen in the past.
They seem mostly untroubled by the violence and warring that you've seen elsewhere, but you are right down at like almost the southernmost tip of Japan. To go any more south, you'd have to go to Okinawa.
Right. Okay.
All right. The kids come running up to you. They seem particularly interested in Takahara. Are you a Sohai?
Yes.
And is that lady a samurai?
Yes.
And I don't know what she is. And is he a magician? What are you doing? Huh? One of them tugs on Abe's sleeve as he's trying to discern more from his cast lots.
Oh. Child, behave yourself.
Can you do magic?
No.
Oh. The child deflates. So you're just planting?
No.
Okay. They decide you're boring and turn away from you and go back to Takahara.
Child,
Yes?
what's your interest in magic?
It's pretty. I hear stories about magic all the time. Fire and lightning, and
That's
they start
not
making
magic.
explosion noises and waving their hands around.
Yeah, but that's not magic. That's make believe. That's pretend. Magic is a relationship. Magic is understanding.
It's he is the idiot of the village. Do not waste your time with him.
Are you the wandering heroes of the river from the north?
That's one way to describe us. What's your name, young child?
I should know this.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked.
It's okay. Ichiro. So that'll be his child name, and just means he's the first son.
Right.
So
He's the
firstborn
first
son.
child.
That's what I was trying to remember.
Okay. Ichiro, and I'll take out Ofuda, and I'll write his name, and give him a talisman, which is a lucky hour talisman. Kichiiji Fuda. I easily make the difficulty roll, and it will give him +2 to a roll where timing matters.
Okay. So you are the Wandering River heroes. Thank you for this.
Is a relationship. A relationship is how magic works. For this to work, you must accept the relationship between yourself, the Ofuda, and myself. Do you accept?
Yes.
I hand him the talisman. So tell me, Ichiro, what brings you here? Why are you looking for heroes?
So a musician came through and a few days ago and sang songs about you and said you were on the road, and then the magistrate said we should look for you, and if you did come, we should get you. So we've come to get you.
Okay.
And what do you plan on doing? Bringing us to him?
Yeah, yes, he wanted us to bring you.
Do you know why he wants to see us?
I look around at my companions and see if they think this is a good idea just by nonverbal communication, the way adults do.
Midori gives a thumbs up.
Akemi frowns. Akemi frowns.
Maybe probably it's because of the bandits. I don't like the bandits because my mother doesn't let me go up the path to the shrine anymore, and that's where all the good berries are.
Which shrine are you not?
Sorry.
No. Go ahead. Ask your question, please.
Oh, I said because the bandits were there?
Yeah, and they kill people and take their things, and she didn't want them to kidnap me or us or anyone. The Falling Veil Shrine is up at the big waterfall. There's powerful kami there, and that's what makes the berries so good. And that's what my dad said.
I love it when the kami bring us gifts like sweet, sweet fruits.
Though the magistrate says we should be Buddhists, but I don't know. It's always been the kami before. I don't know. I just do what my parents say.
These are things that our relationships will reveal to us as time passes. And perhaps the relationship with the Ofuda will help you think more clearly about your desires to follow our more ancestral path.
So, are you going to come? The magistrate said he'd give me a coin if I brought you.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, we're going.
Okay. So the kid leads you through the town, just sort of chattering away, telling you about everything everywhere. Most of it is just like town gossip that doesn't really mean much to you, if at all. Practical information he imparts is that the White Carp Inn isn't the only inn in town, but it's the biggest one, and it's run by Oharu, who is a widow, because her husband went off to fight for the clan and was killed. He blathers that there's normally more merchants at the trading house, but there's less and less since the bandits have been attacking. Tells you that he wanted to be a blacksmith, and he went and talked to Tanaka, who works at the forge there, but he doesn't make anything interesting like swords. The most interesting thing he makes is spearheads and arrowheads, and they're boring, apparently. And then he whitters on a bit about the shrine. So the shrine apparently overlooks the waterfall and is dedicated to a local kami that is meant to be a protector of travelers. But he opines that if bandits are attacking everyone, then maybe the kami's not as powerful as he thought, and is only good for making good berries.
Or perhaps people aren't properly paying attention to that particular kami, and it is withholding its attention and protection. That's another way to think of it. But I have a question for you. So is the reason the blacksmith does the boring stuff like arrowheads and spears is because maybe there isn't enough iron to make swords?
I think
where does the iron come from in the area?
I think the traders bring the iron in, but we make the charcoal here so he can make good fire, but he mostly just makes nails, and farming tools is boring.
That's where the money is, though, right?
Money's
without farming tool and nails, there's no food. Without food, what do you need a sword for if you starve?
Well, your friend is a noble samurai. She could just tell other people to fight for her, but she carries a sword. And your monk carries a spear.
The monk carries a lot of weapons.
Yeah, he's overarmed.
I just was going through my list. It's huge.
Yeah, he's like a classic first edition dungeon crawling fighter. More like
I didn't intend that.
A 10-foot pole and a bag of
golf
marbles.
Bag full of weapons, like Casey Jones from TMNT.
Well, I kept listening to you pick stuff up. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I got 8 different weapons and 2 different types of arrows in my quiver.
Yeah. You're not playing Skyrim. You don't have to collect every wheel of cheese you see. All right. Eventually, you arrive at a modest but very well maintained and orderly looking house. And he stops and knocks on the wall next to the sliding door. The door slides open and a man steps out. He's middle-aged, ink-stained fingers, a dark, loose kimono. He's quite tall and lean, but he looks like he used to be either fatter or more powerfully built, and has kind of wasted and softened from that. Thin hair,
me, man.
thin hair, carefully trimmed beard. His face reflects a man with a lot of worries in his life, and his right arm is slightly withered and wasted, and where you can see his hand, a couple of his fingers seem a bit stiff and trembly, and there's burn scars on what you can see that seem to go all the way up that side to his neck.
Oh, wow.
Ichiro. And this is the heroes you told me to.
We
good.
bow the correct
Left arm.
amount.
Yeah, you couldn't hear part of that.
Okay. Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. It says, are these the heroes? And Ichiro says, yep. And the magistrate flips him 2 coins with his good arm, his left arm. Ichiro catches the coins with great aplomb. And as he looks down into his hand, he realizes that the magistrate accidentally tossed him 3 coins. But he quickly covers them with his hand and runs off to spend them somewhere. The afuda you gave him slips from his sleeve and crumbles away into the dirt, having expended its power.
Bum.
Yep. The magistrate bows slightly to you, appropriate for rank, slightly deeper to Akemi in particular. I am Hayashi Masanobu. Please come in.
Akemi those polite bow with the head before entering as a salute.
He drops down into a kneel behind a low table. There are several round cushions around it, enough for all of you and a couple to spare. Please sit. Will you take tea? Have you had rice today?
Most gracious.
It would be nice.
He does have a household servant who appears quietly, listens to the orders, and brings in some rice balls and various other snacks and treats, and starts making the tea just off to one side. So, you're the famous river heroes from across the water, yes?
What does fame mean in this land?
Yeah, it means that we know of you and your great deeds.
What deeds have you heard of?
Lost lovers, apparently, that you rescued from a fate worse than death. I mean, are the stories true? What have you done?
But Akemi turns her pipe and puffs, says, yes, that it was a lost couple of lovers, but we didn't save them.
Well, saving from eternal damnation, and that we did. We cleansed them and allowed them to pass. Whether you believe in a cycle or an integration into the universe, they are no longer suffering.
I'm sure they will return together. And that's thanks to you. So that's true. And you have done various other things, so I've heard. You are an unusual company.
Just companions brought together by fate and my duty of my master to ensure that the outcomes of the hungry and angry dead do not overcome the land.
The servant sets the cups of tea in front of all of you. Would you care for some sake after your tea? I have some finely made pots.
You're incredibly generous.
So, the thing about classical Japanese culture and giving you gifts is that the more
You're supposed to say, no,
lavish.
no.
Well, you're supposed to refuse. but also it creates obligation in the person that you give the gifts to. So so it all seems very polite, but any of you with any grasp of social situations, so not Midori, but everyone else, should be gathering that he is creating this slightly uneasy obligation in all of you by being so generous.
Yeah. What was I going to? Yeah, there was something I was going to roll about that. Hold on.
Anyway, when he asked about the sake, I turn it down since Buddhist.
He has a pot brought out anyway and pours little cups for everyone else. Kampai.
So, using my knowing, let's see, I'm going to use my knowledge in ceremony to get a feel for how big of a ask is coming up. So it's 6 plus, 19. So 19 plus 6 is 25 in ceremony.
Yeah, he's definitely building up to something. The kid mentioned something about bandits, and it's clear from the state of the fort that there aren't a lot of soldiers, ashigaru or samurai around. He's clearly a low-ranking member of the samurai class. His swords are on a stand behind where he's sitting, have a thin layer of dust on them. So he's probably going to ask you to deal with the bandit problem, probably. And he seems to think that's quite a big ask, so he's softening you up.
Right. So I turn to Midori. My dear.
What's up?
You often find yourself to be one of the most resourceful members of our Don.
Yeah.
And
what do you want? Just spit it out.
Well, you see, our host seems a bit concerned without actually bringing up the specifics. And I'm wondering if we were to ask this magistrate what was going on with the bandits, if you would then feel comfortable going out and confirming any information or background that we get.
Are you saying this like properly out loud, or are you like...
Correct. No. Properly out, as if I'm, speaking aloud, theoretically wondering, perhaps.
Okay. The magistrate chokes on his... The magistrate chokes on his third cup of sake and wipes his mouth with his sleeve.
Akemi does the same. And she feels tempted to do that typical bong on the head with the side of the hand upon Midori and then on Ape.
Yeah, but my rank is already 4 plus 3. I can get away with this because I'm a religious and magical scholar, and I'm really good looking.
So he had 3 sakes, right? How does he look? Does he look tipsy?
You get the feeling he probably drinks quite a bit, so he's not really even buzzing yet.
How red is his face?
Flushed, but it's quite warm, so that might be why.
I stand up and step back. And Nobi, why don't you collect whatever coin you're going to get for this, and Midori, we'll go see about the bandits. Back away.
Okay.
I have enough of the samurai bonus.
So with that, she
So
vanished.
with that, wait a minute. Let's talk this out because
She's gone.
oh no, you shouldn't have done that because once we have a
It's what
plan,
you wanted.
I understand that part. I understand, but I'm just letting you know you jumped the gun because once we have a plan, that means I can start playing with the web of fate.
Yeah, that's fine. The two of us walked out.
Well,
So now you're web of fating with him and figuring out how much money you're getting for this.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll finish up inside and then we'll come to you two scouting around the town and gathering intel. Yes, I was going to ask you to help me deal with our bandit problem.
well,
I was simply trying to be polite and make the proper observances and show you that I respected you for your reputation for solving such problems.
and I
welcome offerings, but you should have only ask, and we will take the initiative to assist you. This is
I'm
our
fine
time,
with you.
and consider that an act of kindness is in order.
Well, yes, we are being preyed upon by bandits, and our soldiers in Ashigaru, many of our strongest men, most experienced fighters, are called away to battle, leaving us less capable of defending ourselves. There's a number of them, a band, perhaps. Well, we can't tell how many there are. They wear masks and straw coats, and they strike and then fade back into the forests, taking everything they've stolen with them. They seem to be living off the land.
And there is something that you find particular from these bandits? Weapons, ways of raiding your village?
A mix of weapons, but they seem to be somewhat accomplished archers as well. The masks are perplexing.
What they do depict?
They wear red ogre masks with tusks and great black eyebrows. It's not so unusual. Masks are often made and worn, but they're all the same, uncannily similar. So when they're in their hats and their raincoats and their masks, you can't tell one from the other. Some of them could be within the village, and we would never know any differently. It's
can you draw
I was
a
expecting
picture?
them wearing
What do they look
Matsuri.
like?
No,
one at a time, please.
When they do raid the village, what they do take?
They never
Well-
raid us directly. They attack wagons on the road, or they pepper barges with arrows, kill the crew, then swim out, take what they need, and leave the rest to drift. They attack pilgrims on the road and steal their offerings. Particularly, pilgrims are suffering. So, I think that their base must be in the forests on the mountain, since that's where the pilgrims choose to go. We try to tell people not to, but pilgrims.
So their victims usually are the pilgrims more than the merchants. And
They attack everyone, but it takes more organization, I think, to attack a caravan or a barge, whereas the pilgrims move in ones and twos and can be picked off easily and as opportunity arises.
So they are a bunch of cowards with no power at all. And you say that they take everything that they need, so it means that they are not really a band of brigands. Very well. We will get you rid of that pest.
Can you give me a better description?
Excellent. Of
What the masks look like? Can you draw a picture?
he calls his servant's attention and gets some paper and a brush and some ink and does his best. It's a red ogre mask, slightly bigger than most people's heads, so it gives them a weird sort of bigger faced appearance. Tusks from the lower jaws, eye holes cut, great black eyebrows that actually project out from the sides of the mask, almost like horns. And a terrible and fearsome aspect. But definitely an ogre and not a tengu because they don't have huge noses.
Okay. Mysticism check to kind of get a idea of what I'm looking at here. Would that be right? Or exorcism?
Yeah.
Which mysticism?
Mysticism.
I think exorcism would be more if it was spiritual. Mysticism is just magic in general.
Yeah.
All right.
Or literature.
Nah, I'm gonna go. I looked at. I thought about literature. You tell me.
Either would work in this instance, but mysticism's probably more directly.
Okay. Like if I wasn't if I didn't have mysticism, literature would have been the best choice. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. 2, 12, 17.
Okay. Give me a sec here. Okay. So a red ogre mask, often called an Aka Oni, symbolizes raw life, energy, passion, unbridled emotion, and intense anger. It represents the Buddhist hindrance of greed, while its fearsome appearance serves as a symbolic guardian to ward off evil and protect against misfortune. So red specifically represents greed, desire, and passion. They're meant to ward off evil. Warriors wear similar masks to take on the aspect of the Oni in order to intimidate their enemies and to project superhuman strength and remind themselves of their own inner struggles against sin. Red ogre masks are commonly used in No and Kabuki theater to portray villainous characters, and they're also worn during Lunar New Year rituals like the Namahage and Akita, which are performed to scare away lazy spirits and bring good harvest. So all you're really getting from that is the generic information. That
right. That's okay. That was actually not my primary purpose. So now that I have an image created by somebody here from the place who's part of this location, I've created a link, a relationship, and I want to use sense magic to see if there is any magical connection now between this image and the troubles that are being experienced. Okay. Does that make sense?
Hang on, my computer's slowing down. I need to close something. Yeah, just give me a sec here.
Well, all right, because if this does not make sense, and what I'm going to do,
Discord eating all my memory again.
Oh, again, yeah. I'm going to enter a state of Zanshen so that I can master this moment.
For the record,
Okay.
those masks are Matsuri masks, not Menyoroi.
I lost that. Say that again.
Yeah.
If the mask of the brigands of these bandits are Matsuri masks, masks
Matsuri.
that are purchased during festivals, and not Menyoroi, which are the masks worn by samurai during war, representing usually Oni and other yokai.
Wait a minute. I sometimes I can't hear what you're saying. Did you just say they were masks of testicles?
No, I say that the Matsuri masks are masks that are usually purchased during festivals. And if the mask that the bandits are wearing during the raids, if they are Matsuri ones or Menyoroi, which is the mask that samurai do wear during a battle or during war.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So they're more the festival masks.
Okay.
Which
Means they
that's
could
why
have
I
got them
wanted
from all
to-
sorts of places, but
and they could still have this magical,
Yeah.
mystical link.
but the fact that they're all the same is still weird.
Yep.
All right. So what you were trying to use a detect magic ability?
Sense magic, yeah.
Okay. Trying to remember what we did for the range on that.
Well, so if I enter Zanshen to do this, my base is plus 17.
Yeah.
And I just rolled 7, so that puts me at 24.
Okay. Okay. Sense magic. Judgment. You can attune yourself to the mystic plane by expending a point of chi and rolling to sense magic, spirits, or enchantments. The base difficulty is 15. Additional chi can be spent for a +5 bonus to your roll per chi point, specifically for sense magic. All right. You don't sense any magic in the immediate surroundings, but you can sense both good and evil magic, both emanating from the mountain.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't looking for, which is interesting. So what I'm trying to discern is this a magical supernatural threat, or are these people actually wearing masks, right? And that is that connection, and knowing that the connection is in the mountain, which makes sense, then I guess what I'm trying to understand is, are they natural or unnatural?
You think the masks are a reflection of the baleful influence emanating from the mountain. So
Bingo.
Men of weak mind have been influenced by some dark force.
Good. That helps. That's what I'm looking for.
All right.
Okay.
The magistrate offers you a small coffer of gold for your dam if you can deal with these bandits. And then we shall swap to our enterprising pair outside. So you're looking for information. How are you going to go about it?
Well, they're up on the hillside, right?
Yeah.
I say we should go up on the hillside.
Does Midori agree?
Yeah. That sounds smart.
Okay. All right.
Well, I think Midori, let's lead the way since you're the sneakier of the two of us.
All right, nice. I'll lead the way to sneaky sneak.
Yeah.
I'll keep like an eye out for traps and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Make a stealth roll and a survival roll to try and track the bandits' presence.
Is that each of us, or?
You can go with whoever has the highest and give them a bonus of +1 for the other person helping.
She's got the highest stealth.
Okay.
Yeah.
And who has the highest survival?
I don't think either one of us have. What does it default to?
I have 1
Oh, you have
plus
survival?
4.
Okay. Yeah, it defaults to endurance. So.
Oh.
All right. I'll roll each one with a +1 bonus.
Okay. $15.
15. Okay. Was that the stealth or the tracking?
Stealth. And then
Okay.
tracking will be... Ooh, a natural 20.
Nice. So roll again and add on.
15.
She's found which way the mice went, too.
You rolled a 20. How could it be 15?
Well,
Or was
no,
that the
sorry.
second roll?
35.
Okay, 35
roll.
plus your bonuses.
Yeah, that's plus the bonuses.
Okay. Wait, you rolled a 20, then a 15.
No, I
Right.
didn't roll a 15.
Okay.
But I added the bonus to the roll. And then
Okay.
it added to 15, and then
All
I
right.
added 30 it all to 35.
I follow you now. 1 second. So you got 35. Can you roll a d10, please?
Okay. 5.
Okay. Between you catch hints of a trail leading much further up into the mountain. The top is shrouded in mist and cloud, so you can't see all the way up to the top of the mountain. These bandits, whoever they are, they've done a pretty good job of hiding their trail. What you find is the occasional rare arrow that missed when it was fired at a deer or something, or the scattered remnants of a small, carefully made campfire. But so, yeah, they seem very, very canny and careful about how they move around. But it definitely seems to be leading up into the mountain. You've been up there long enough that it should be about time to head back and let the others know what you've found. You can mark the trail here so you can find it again. When the clouds open up and a much heavier burst of rain falls from the sky, smashing through the leaves and pelting you down below. Fortunately, there's an old abandoned charcoal burner's hut nearby, which you're able to get shelter in.
Well, let's go in the hut. Go in the hut.
Well, this
It's-
put a damper on our plans.
It's empty but dry. There's still an old, desiccated pile of firewood here. So yeah, there are worse places to hide if you wanted to hide. Someone's carved various kanji into the old poles that still hold the hut up. There is a hole in the roof through which some of the rain is coming, but not much. between the trees and the roof, you're kept pretty dry.
That almost sounded like the poetry in kanji that somebody had written as like on the wall,
Yeah.
literal kind of, hey, I'm bitching and griping in the traditional sense, but I'm doing it artistically. So now I'm waiting for the Bom Chicka Wow Wow music in the background.
Well, what do you want to do? Do you want to just wait out the rain, talk, plan, scheme, head back anyway as time wears on?
So I asked Midori, that trail you saw, how far do you think they are up the hill?
Not that far. I'm surprised we didn't hear them kind of far.
Do you think we could catch them while they're hiding from the rain?
Ooh, we probably could. How's your sneaking? Because we're gonna be splishing and splashing and stuff. It's wet.
I've learned much from following you. Actually, that was the thing I just got on my character for the last rolls. So I do have stealth now. But I think I could follow without making too much noise.
All right, so you want to go back and slit some throats?
I think if we have a chance to see the lay of the land, see if there's enough of them that we can deal with it or not, it might be worth doing.
All right. Sure, we can do that.
Okay. So you're going to wait for the rain to cease?
No,
or are you going to head out?
We're going to use it as cover.
All right. Can you make another stealth and another tracking roll, please?
So 13 for stealth and tracking. 16. 18.
18. Okay. In the pouring rain and the waning light, you lose track of the path. You think it would take you at least 3 days, solid work, clambering up the mountain and searching to find them wherever they are. But searching in the rain at night is not the best conditions.
So, while I'm following her, when she looks like she doesn't know the way anymore, did we lose the track?
I kick her like a little rock and be like, "Damn it, I lost."
Well, we can go back.
It away.
You still have your mark from before?
Yeah.
We can go back to that and then pick it up later. Let's go back to that little hut then and wait.
Okay.
Okay, so you're not going back to town to inform the others?
No, because if the hillside's coming down in rain.
Mm-hmm. And at night.
Well, they took over.
You going to light a fire?
Yeah, I have a fire starting kit.
Okay. You going to sleep in shifts?
I ask her, what do you want to do?
I'll take first shift because I'm angry right now. Can't sleep in this condition.
All right. So you huddle around the small fire, manage to get warm, at least, and it looks like you'll be spending the night here. Meanwhile, back in town, the magistrate has been plying you with food and drink and so on, and offers to let you stay at his house. Your friends haven't come back. I hope they're all right.
I'm sure they are. We must decline the offer of further hospitality. I need to attend to my master's business, and I must inspect the birth and death rolls. So if you could perhaps escort me to the shrine and introduce me to the priests who are in charge of these documents, I would appreciate it.
I cannot let you out into this heavy rain at night and let you wander up to the shrine undefended by your compatriots when there are bandits abroad. No, ridiculous. You will stay the night here.
Oh, no. This must be done. So an umbrella, I feel fairly confident that Sununaga can be more than adequate to stand at my side should the need to protect myself be necessary.
The records are not going anywhere. If I let you go up the mountain path in this weather and in the
what
dark,
would happen?
You'll surely come to some kind of calamity.
Me? What? Aren't we heroes of the river?
Well,
what
yes, but there's no point taking additional risks.
This is not risk. This is what we do. This is why we are heroes. You would deny our fate, our destiny, the reason we came here?
Akemi, can you not talk sense into him? The records are not going anywhere. You can see them tomorrow when there's at least light.
My honor is at stake now.
He rolls his eyes slightly and slightly unconsciously rubs his withered and burned arm. Very well, if you're set upon it, by all means, pass through the Torrey Gate.
Does your
follow
arm
the sound
ache
of always.
Why?
Pass through. I was.
I mean, how many
burned.
drinks in is he in now? At this point, he must
Quite a few. I was burned by a rocket in battle. Now, pass through the Torrey Gate, follow the main path up the mountain, take the turning where the rushing of the waters is loudest. That will take you to the Vale, and the shrine is there. It's just above it.
How do we know that it's the loudest? How do we know at what point we're there and it will no longer get louder?
If you go too far, it will begin to fade.
Well, that seems rather inefficient. And
nonetheless,
perhaps inauspicious.
It would be easier were it light.
So off we go.
Do you have rainwear?
I do. I have an umbrella and what do you call it? Yeah. Straw, rain jacket, and an umbrella.
Okay. Does Akemi have suitable attire or an umbrella?
Well, she's a samurai.
Yeah. If not, the magistrate will gift you one of his hats to protect you from the worst of the rain. You're muted. If you had anything to say there. If you're at your computer. If you haven't been carried off by a particularly strong bee.
Be right back. I see. There he is. Okay.
Okay. Fair enough.
So, Akemi, did you catch that you and I are about to head to the Shinto shrine?
I did now. I just get before my laptop. Okay.
All right. Can you both make survival rolls to find the shrine in the torrential rain and the darkness?
I have. Where is it?
I will see.
One.
In the rain. Let's see. This is single D20, right? Because it's in a stressful situation.
It's a stressful situation, this one, yeah.
Okay, survival.
And I'm making you both roll because a botch could result in something bad.
Okay. Survival, endurance.
So survival. Oh wow. Well, yeah, I botched on survival.
well,
I rolled a 1, even though I have a +5.
Oh dear. Okay. And
well,
Akemi?
I did roll. I have a 3 in survival and roll at 19. Then is 22.
Okay. So you're fine.
I
All right.
might need a little rescue here.
Yeah. Okay. So you both head off up the path, pass through the Torrey Gate, and take the main path up the mountain. It's very dark between the tree cover and the rain, and it being
I have a
night.
lantern.
Good luck lighting it in the torrential rain.
Well, I would have lit it before the rain started. I have an umbrella.
Okay, well, it's
I'm
still
relatively bright as well.
okay. You find what you believe to be the turning and turn off. And Akemi, you discover that the path across to the shrine is actually quite narrow, with the mountain slipping away to one side quite precipitously. You discover this through the expedient hint that this is the case by Abe stepping wrong and sliding off the side of the path
Screaming and
down
yelling.
the mountain.
Ah!
Yeah. Right. Let me find our falling damage rules.
Oh, man. You discover how narrow the path is when the guy behind you falls off.
Akemi says, Bacallaro.
Wow, I don't even have I don't have a what there's athletics. Yeah, I don't have that.
Yeah.
I do have survival. That's like the closest thing.
So maybe you'll survive impacting the tree.
Right. Or I'll survive the stick that shoves through my midsection.
Yeah. Make a Sunny Bono save.
Oh no. I knew exactly what you meant.
That was mean of me. Here we are. Environmental harm. All right. For every full 3 meters you fall, you suffer 1d5 subdual damage. Every 2d5s turn into a d10, leaving any remainder as an additional 1d5. Okay. Maximum damage you can take is 75 d10. Which is terminal
joy.
velocity. You won't be taking that much.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So you slide and tumble about 7 meters down before you smack into a cedar sapling around your midsection, knocking the wind out of you. So that is 2 sets of full 3 meters. That's 1d10 damage. Subdual. So it's only 3 damage. And I need to remind myself of the subdual damage rules, because they haven't come up that much.
Nope, not yet.
This is where having an actually printed book would be a lot more helpful.
Yeah, I've had that a couple times.
Yeah, still, we make do. I think it does 1d, does 1/10 of its rolled damage as actual damage, and then the rest is compared. Okay. Subdual damage only does the tens unit of the total damage, so you take 0 actual damage. What is your endurance score?
My endurance score is 15.
Okay. Right, so it does you no physical damage, but your dignity suffers a fairly mortal wound.
Yes.
And you're briefly winded.
Should be.
Yeah, and I will roll d6 to see if anything happens to your lantern. You manage to keep hold of your lantern, but it does go out.
Oh joy! What about my umbrella?
Your umbrella is not broken, and is in fact the reason you didn't slip even further down the mountain.
Oh, it must have caught on to something. Excellent.
The haft of it got caught on something. So Akemi, you're walking along in the light from Abe's lantern when suddenly the lantern and Abe disappear off the side of the path, slipping and sliding and tumbling down, smacking into a cedar sapling with a loud oof, and the lantern goes out. But he's somewhere down there in the dark.
Akemi says,
I'm
"Sugoi."
okay.
Akemi thinks, Sugoi, he has surprised Midori in stealth.
Yeah.
In stealth abilities.
Sorry, I went to go grab a snack. What's going on? It's my turn?
Oh, I just made a fool of myself. That's all.
Nice.
They went to
Basically,
the shrine. And
he accidentally surpassed your Kunoichi skills on a stealth.
Yeah, I botched my survival.
how are you going to get back up?
Yeah, I was already starting to think about that. What are my options here?
Well, if Akemi has a rope, that would be helpful. Does Akemi have a rope?
No, not at the moment, because I mean, why I will carry a rope towards Rhyme?
Do you have incredibly long hair that you can?
No.
Okay, well, you'll have to make encouraging noises while Abe tries to climb, using his high level of athletics, no doubt.
Well, so here's the deal. It's like I'm not, febile or anything. I mean, I can do this, but yeah, I could have swore I had rope, but that wouldn't do me any good at the bottom. So, what will athletics defaults to agility, as I recall?
No,
wait.
Out.
No, I'm not recalling correctly. Because it's like the difference between dodging and parrying.
Yeah. Again, athletics is a word that shows up throughout the book.
Whole book.
Making referencing slightly difficult. Went past it. Yeah, agility. Feats of physical activity and coordination.
All right. So my agility is 15. That gives me a +2. I'm going to guess this is a D20. So what, this is, it's a minimum of 15.
Because, this is pretty steep, and it's raining and it's dark, so I'm going to keep it at 15. Yeah.
All right. I thought it might be higher, to be honest, but I appreciate that. Cool. 18 plus 2. 3. Yeah, 2 plus 2. 20.
All right. So Abe hauls himself up the side, back onto the path, out of breath, dignity wounded, possible loss of face.
So wait a minute. I'm going to take a moment and collect myself, and I'm going to reflect and stop and smell the roses, because I could have died here.
Okay, you stop and you take in your surroundings, which is difficult because it's dark. The rain beats down on you. Occasional flickers of moonlight appear through the heavy cloud cover. The smell of the cedars all around. The cicadas have shut up for once because of the rain. That's something. It's actually quiet and peaceful.
Something to be said for heavy raindrops on pine needles. Yeah.
All right. Then the two of you pass on to the shrine. The shrine is built on a rocky projection that sticks out above a fairly impressive waterfall that runs down the side of the mountain. The constant roar produces huge amounts of white noise, which makes every other sound disappear, and you have to be within a couple of meters of each other to be heard. It also throws up a tremendous amount of spray in a fine mist that wafts to and fro with the winds as they shift. The shrine itself is very old, partially carved back into the stone of the mountain itself, creating an artificial cave. There is a small statue of a frog right at the very most outward outcropping of the rock. You see a faint light flickering within, which suggests that the priest or keeper or shrine maiden is still there.
Oh, excellent. Using an evaluation with ceremony, I look around. Does everything look to mix our religious backgrounds? Does everything look kosher?
Everything looks kosher. You don't need to roll.
All right. Okay, so let's do the proper obeisance cross into the boundary into the shrine.
All right. You make your way in through the entrance. The heavy stone walls make it nice and cool in here and keep out all of the rain. From further back in this artificial carved out hole appear two shrine keepers, a short, wizened elderly man with a pronounced hump and his head down low, looking a bit like a vulture ducking its head to eat, and a young man, a spotty youth. Yeah, it's a bit late to be coming up to the shrine, isn't it?
Is it? It seems like it's just on time.
Did you bring offerings?
I bring word from my master, who is concerned about your safety, your well-being, and the state of the birth and death rolls.
Yeah, well, they're fine. They're secure. Did you bring any food? And he rattles a wooden bowl suggestively.
I do give him a rice bowl that she did keep from when at the meeting. She
Yes.
takes some of the rice bowls.
Pocket rice.
Yeah.
He grabs it, eats 3/4 of it, and gives the remainder to his apprentice. Delicious. Well, if you want to see the rolls, come in.
Has there been a lack of support from the local community for your support? I mean, are you finding that, what am I trying to say? Are you no longer being properly supported by the community?
Well, with the bandits abroad, fewer and fewer people are climbing up the mountain. Not everyone chooses to climb up the mountain in the dark during torrential rain.
But you seem so hungry.
Yes, because people aren't bringing offerings.
So what does this time of day have to do with it?
If people are going to come up here, they're going to come up here during the day, and the bandits are abroad and could attack them. And you seem to have escaped that fate because you made the foolish decision to wander up here in the dark.
Well, the only foolish part was the misstep, but we're here, and now you're fed. So explain to me who the fool is.
A wise man knows to stay out of the rain.
A wise man knows how to stay fed.
Well, usually people make their offerings, which keeps the wise man fed, because he's wise enough not to work for a living. Now, you want to see these scrolls or not?
Tell me about these bandits. This seems like the more pressing concern at the moment. What about your young apprentice here? If you're as hungry as I just saw, then he must be 3/4 the times more.
I'm sure he's very hungry, aren't you? The apprentice goes to open his mouth and is shushed by the older man. Well, yeah, I let him wander and try and find berries or snare rabbits or something, but yeah.
Does he look malnourished? Does he look like he has boy? I'm looking. I mean, I'm actually observing. I mean, does the boy?
He looks very. He looks like he's entirely made out of knees and elbows, but that could just be adolescence.
Right.
It looks like a badly drawn camel.
Okay. So explain to me these bandits. We heard about them down from Hiyashi, the magistrate, and it's a peculiar story. Can you tell us your version?
I have my theories, but they don't tend to come here and bother us. They only bother us if we wander abroad, so we tend to stay here.
So extrapolate on these theories that you didn't do
that. When some of the lords came through seeking soldiers, some of the men of the village hid away in the forests to avoid being taken off to fight. That's my theory. Is this is those men that they find themselves fighting anyway. Some fates are inescapable.
I described to him my experience with the image and the sense magic experiment, and that this commonality of greed and the mountain and excess and imbalance.
The kami is powerful here, nourishing even. And while water can carve through the rock given enough time, in the meantime it has to flow around and through and over it. So for the time being, this spiritual power here is unable to assail whatever darkness dwells in the mountain itself. If you get higher up, or if the mist clears on some days, the cap of the mountain, the trees are all dead.
When did that start?
Oh, as long as I can remember, since I was a little boy. It's always been like that. My grandmother.
I'm confused. Are you saying that they're connected to the raids? The death
No,
of
no, the evil in the mountain that my grandmother used to speak of. It's been here a long time. They say a great Oni was slain by a hero atop the mountain. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. My grandmother said his blood killed the trees and sank into the earth. There are hot springs, but they're so foul-smelling, I would not bathe in them.
So with this new information, I'm going to do a divination.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is spend a chi and enter a state of Zanshin. So I center and calm, and around me is this stillness as I test the bones. I get 1128.
Okay. So what are you trying to do exactly? What are you trying to sense?
What? No, this is divination.
Divination. Okay. So you're just trying to update your read.
Correct. And then I want to be able to, share it with the priest here and have a further conversation.
When you cast the stalks, it just reinforces your sense that the mountain is at the heart of all this. And that is where some dark force is emanating from and influencing these men. From what the old man said about his theory, if these are, well, they're not deserters because they never joined up, but if they are cowards who fled to the mountain, that would explain how the evil in the mountain must have got its claws into them. But also it proves that they're unable to defy their fate because they have ended up fighting and killing anyway.
Right.
Just it's a perverted version of the fate they were supposed to have.
Yep. That's how it should work.
Okay.
So, I would like to know more about the deserters, and are there any names or families, anybody who still could be contacted to confirm or deny any of this?
He doesn't know because he's never spent that much time in the town at the best of times. But someone there might be able to help you figure it out.
Okay, so let's look at those birth and death rolls.
Okay. Meanwhile,
right, real quick.
Okay, quickly.
Meanwhile, I want to. So Akame, what I want to try to do is get a moment to tell Akame to get the boy alone to try to see what she can get from him, because samurai, he's going to be very impressionable, and I will have got all the attention of the old man on this stuff that I'm going to just use as a distraction.
Okay.
All right. We'll come back to you in a minute.
Okay.
All right. Meanwhile, up the mountain, who took the first watch out of Midori and Takahara?
Midori.
I did.
Okay.
Here. Hang on, Grib.
Yep.
Midori has something to say first.
Okay.
So what?
Midori?
Hold on. Sorry, I had to move to a quiet place. So while she was on watch, she felt terrible because she's wet and whatever. So she started taking off her clothes to dry it on the fire.
Okay.
As she's taking them off, I wake up. I'm looking over. I'm like, Midori, if you want, I got some dry robes. I mean, they're monks, but you can have them. And I have some sake from the last town we were at.
I'll just take the sake. Just give me the sake.
Okay. You don't want to cover up?
Nah.
You could come sit over here. I have a blanket that I brought with me.
Sure. But as long as I get the sake.
Okay. I give her the sake.
Okay.
And fade to black.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Like, she drinks it, she pounds it down, she goes, he doesn't look too bad. And that's how
Okay.
they spend their night.
In which case, nobody was on watch. In which case, give me a second here.
That's
Okay. Can you both make judgment defiance rolls, please?
Whoa. Fuck, I failed and I got a natural 20. Shit. Can I use my...
ooh, I got 2 under my defiance.
Can I use my zealous endurance to roll again? The failed endurance or defiance roll. I don't know if that means an endurance defiance roll or it's not really specific.
I got 12.
What does it say exactly?
It says once per session, reroll a failed endurance or defiance roll in battle or religious duty. I don't know what.
Okay, if it says or, then it's any active endurance roll or any defiance roll, and this was a defiance roll.
Okay, so reroll it. All right, I'll use that. Yeah. And I still fail.
Okay.
Didn't matter.
All right. Takahara is sprawled out on the blanket, snoring, which is keeping Midori slightly awake. But thankfully, since you're awake, you hear a crack of a twig outside. The rain has died off slightly, so there's just the dripping from the trees, but you hear the loud snap of a twig.
I pick up my what is that weapon called? My tiny little sword, my Wakazashi.
Wakazashi?
Yeah, that one.
Yep.
And I slowly go to the edge and I peek around, see if I can see anything.
Okay. Make another judgment defiance roll.
Okay. Judgment is 7, and I got a 7.
Okay.
So I got it right on my defiance.
Yeah. All right. Through the dense tree cover, you see a couple of shaggy silhouettes with broad straw hats on top of their heads, making their way towards the hut. They both seem to be holding spears at the ready.
Okay, I walk backwards and kind of kick Takahara a bit.
Okay, you're nudged awake.
What's up? What's going on? Because you kicked me, not
outsiders.
I
say that and I vanish.
Reach over, grab my bow and arrows.
Yeah.
Knock an arrow. Wait and see.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gone.
Okay.
I'm in the shadows.
Yeah, so you vanished, but where did you go?
I'm going probably out the side. Is there like a side window-ish? So like
there's one entrance and exit, but you could jump up through the hole in the roof.
Okay, I'll do that.
And we haven't dressed yet either, right? So we're not wearing our armor.
No.
That's fine. It's fine.
So you leap up through the hole in the roof and quietly creep across it, and you see these two shadowy silhouettes of men moving closer and closer. They break cover in the slight clearing around the hut, and move towards the entrance. And Takahara, you can see them now. There's these low, squat, shaggy silhouettes, big, broad straw hat, and a spear.
I'll make sure I'm at the back of the hut so I have room to shoot. But I'll give them a second, see if see what they're going to do. Like, see if they're going to burst in or,
One stands back slightly, sort of looking around on guard, though he doesn't spot Midori because he doesn't look up. And the other guy hunkers down and creeps slowly forward into the hut. He reaches out with the tip of his spear and nudges the hot coals that are all that's left of your little fire.
Okay, I'm in the back corner of that hut. You could see me then.
Well, it's dark, so he might not see you. Can you make a stealth roll, please?
Sure. Hey, I can actually do that now. I have stuff. Yeah, apparently I suck at it, though, because I rolled a mighty 9. Total of 9.
Okay, so he sort of chuckles slightly and see his shoulders move. And says, smells like someone's been fucking in here. And then he seems to notice you.
I just
roll initiative.
Yeah, lift the arrow up towards his face.
And Midori roll initiative as well.
32.
26.
It's Takahara 32. Bandit 1. Bandit 2. Okay. Takahara, you're up first. Your actions.
I'm going to put an arrow through his head.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, it definitely did. 19 plus 5 and 2 is 7, 26.
Okay, he uses his reaction to attempt to dodge. Gets 14. You got 26, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the max damage with your bow?
Oh, it's in the 30s.
Okay. All right. And
27. Yeah, it's like 33.
Okay, so it's 12, 10, 10. Okay. All right. The arrow is loosed, flies, and strikes him in the side of the neck, piercing it through. His voice drops to a gurgle, but he's not dead yet. You can see his knuckles whiten on the spear. You've still got another action, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, I got 2 more. Ooh, natural 20. Yay!
Okay, roll again and add on.
That would have been better on the next guy, though. 28, 30, 42.
Okay, minus his base defense. Takes 35. Minus his armor. Which was 33. What's your max damage again?
33.
Okay, you do your max damage. The second shot takes him through the eye and hits him with such force that he's thrown back off his feet onto the ground with a thump. He is very much dead. You've still got 1 action left, I think.
Yeah. Can I see the other guy through the doorway?
He's got some cover, but you can see like half of him.
That's all right. I'll take the shot.
Okay. Third shot.
Can he still move
You can still move because you
between
haven't moved yet.
actions?
Oh, is movement part of the action or separate? Or?
Move is its own separate action, but you can just move up to your full allowance in whatever order you want.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just move till I can see him clearly then.
Okay. You shift across, you get a better view of his body, and fire.
Wow, I guess it didn't matter saying that'd be better if that natural 20 was safe because I got another natural 20.
Okay. Roll again and add on.
42 again. Same number.
Okay. All right. Seeing his friend go down, he twists the last possible moment, and rather than your arrow taking him clean through the heart, it scrapes across his chest and knocks puffs of straw from his raincoat. He's grievously wounded, but not down. He critted on his defense roll. So that's all your actions. And it's Midori next.
So is there one by the door still or over top of the hole?
Yeah. There's the wounded one by the front door. Is that a cat?
Okay. By where?
He's by the door to the charcoal hut, so you're above him.
Okay. So I'm just gonna hold my blade in like two hands. And I'm gonna drop down and hopefully,
Impale him.
kill him. Impale.
Okay. Make your attack roll. He can't react because he's used his reaction.
Nice. 8. So sorry, I'm using muscle, right?
It
You
should
just-
say next to the skill, but yeah. Or
Skill.
Muscle
I don't
and
know if
melee.
Yeah.
Oof. I only got 10.
10. Well, that's more than his defense. Okay.
Curse you, slippery roofs.
But yeah, you slip slightly as you drop, and also he's twisting away from the arrow strike when you hit him, so you just carve a small cut down his arm. He stares at you boggle-eyed behind his mask. It's not every day you get attacked by a naked ninja.
I think she has a second attack too.
Yeah,
Yes,
do you have another attack?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna turn the sword and then launch forward at him.
Okay. He's now bowed, so go for it. Make your attack roll.
Ooh. I got 16 this time.
Okay. 14, 12. What's the max damage on that?
It's not that. 12.
Okay. Right. He's too stunned by you appearing with a sword. So you're quickly able to recover from your failed blow and swing back the other way and cut his throat. He gurgles and drops, and combat is over. 2 bandits are dead, and we're at 2 hours. So let's take a 10-minute break there, and then come back and see what happens then. So see you all in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Cold water. Risks and
Okay.
net.
Grim. What are we gonna do?
Grim. That's how it looks.
I'll take Grim right now.
I am the Grim Reaper. It's Grim.
The bosses are good.
And make it grim.
A grim tale indeed.
It's a little grim. Meaningless and grim. It's the Grim.
It's Grim.
Pretty grim, huh?
Things look grim.
And we're hopefully back.
Welcome back, Commander.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
My God, you sound like a Muppet when you're speaking in Spanish.
Oh, yeah, you should. My Spanish is hilarious, man.
Yeah, no, zero pronunciation. I never understand why people have so many issues pronouncing Spanish.
Mantequilla, por favor.
Oh, no, please. Oh, no. Oh.
You got to understand, though.
You're giving me the Janitos with that.
I hear a Spanish accent of all types and variations all the time. Yours is the hardest one for me to understand. It blows me away because I assume you speak Castilian Spanish.
Yeah.
And it's so weird to me that that's the one that I have the most difficulty getting through. I can listen to Mexican, Puerto Rican, Venezuelan, Cuban. It doesn't matter. I get them all. But you, it's different.
Oh, well, if you ever meet an Andalusian, your head is going to blow up. Because Andalusian are like the Texans of Spain. When they pronounce the words in a way that makes people go nuts.
Well, the weird thing I encountered...
When people try to correct me my pronunciation in English, I usually go with it's not said Carolina Herrera, say Carolina Herrera, no? And that is something I never understand why people have so many issues with phonetics. Because, well, I'm talking right now. I can be understood by you, no?
Well, one of the things I discovered, so I had another chef when I worked on the road who was from Costa Rica, and I was working with him, and there was a young woman, I want to say perhaps from Ecuador, maybe Venezuela, but this was like one of the first times I like really noticed a distinct difference in just Spanish. And I went, you guys speak completely different. And he goes, yeah, she's from the country, he's from the city. And I'm like, yeah, but you speak slow and she speaks fast. And that's the complete opposite how it is in the United States. People from the country speak really slow and people in the city speak faster. But it was
mostly the same in England.
Yeah, but not in Spanish.
No, it's curious. It's the inverse in Spain.
What I felt was that because I think part of it has to do with time, right? When you're in the city, you're really pressured. When you live a rural Hispanic life, maybe your time is a little more pressured. But I felt that it was more this holdover from the elegance of speaking a romantic language, and that the more educated you are, the more you're going to enunciate and emphasize the musicality of the words themselves. And that was the impression I got. But that's just me.
In English, it's because courtly language was French, hence the term lingua franca. And the common people still spoke Germanic influenced Anglo-Saxon. And so that divide carries over into accents and so on now, which is interesting.
Leonor de Aquitania is a key figure. in the culture.
Of course, in Somerset, they speak really slowly and they like drinking scrumpy cider.
Oh wow, that's where your cider drinkers are.
Art happen.
So they're the Mainers.
Well, Somerset is most famous for its cider, but surrounding counties do get in on it as well. Lots of apple growing, which is actually under threat from climate change.
Right.
Would be growing vineyards instead. That'll be fun. All right.
So for the record, people say I speak better Catalan than Spanish. And that is because I do prefer to talk in Catalan rather than Spanish. The phonetic is even more musical than in Spanish.
All right. When we lastly left our heroes, a naked
killed
monk
people.
and a naked ninja had killed a couple of the bandits who were attempting to creep up on them at night. So, as we return to our scene, there are 2 dead bandits.
So Takahara drags the bandits out behind the hut so they won't be seen. And then I come back and I get one of my towels, dip it in some water, and go up to Midori. Midori, you're covered in blood, because she was the one up close. I wipe away the blood. We walk back into the little hut.
Okay.
For round 2.
All right. So while you celebrate blood and death with round 2, meanwhile at the temple, Akemi was trying to get the young apprentice alone, I believe.
Correct. I was going to distract the old man so Akemi could try to get some more information out of the acolyte.
Yes. So, Akemi, you've got your chance. What are you going to do with it? If you unmute, if you're there.
No problem.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
So we are in the shrine. We're talking with the monks, and now we are back to the village.
No. Abe has distracted the main shrine keeper, so you could get some time alone with the apprentice to question him. So,
okay,
you've got him alone. What do you want to get out of him?
Well, how old is the apprentice?
17, 18.
Okay.
See, I didn't hear the word old there.
And which is his disposition towards Akemi?
Well, those 2 are in the back, going over the scrolls and records and arguing about fine details. So the apprentice has just gone back to tend the fire, which is closer to the entrance.
Okay. Akemi, those produce her pipe with some tobacco and ignites, giving a puff, and watches the apprentice before making the questions.
Okay. He gradually becomes more and more uncomfortable while you stare at him and smoke your pipe.
For how long you have been the apprentice of the monk?
5 years,
5 years,
give or take.
And is by your own volition, or it was something that your parents wanted to do?
My parents brought me here and told me to apprentice to him. He didn't really want an apprentice, but he's so old.
Mm-hmm. And he is a good tutor.
He's cantankerous and mean and a hard taskmaster, but I'm learning a lot.
Mm-hmm. What do you have learned that you consider is will be useful for the rest of your life?
The peace, the tranquility, being happy in oneself, not tending nature, but caring for nature, always putting something back.
Or unfortunately, considering that your master is basically starving, those things could be.
That is troublesome, but we get by just about. There's good fishing in the river. Below the waterfall, the fish grow very big and strong. Lots of meat on them. So when we catch a fish, we do all right. And the occasional pilgrim still comes.
But it's not a way to abide through your terrestrial existence. Anyways, which is your awareness about the current situation with the bandits?
I agree with my master, but I don't know why they don't attack us. It can only be a matter of time. I think we should go back to the village until this is dealt with. Sooner or later, the soldiers will come back and deal with them.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you were given the chance to leave your master's side and become a retainer for more successful in life, Lord, you will take that path?
My place is here. Sooner or later, this will blow over, and it will be, well, not happy exactly, but calmer again.
I see. I mean, those the copy of the Bible and starts to read.
What's that?
Oh, this is a gift from my father. As you might realize, I have Namban blood running through my veins. Is a holy text, contains the dogma and philosophy of the Namban Kami.
So it's Nanban Sutras?
Yes, it does have sutras. It does have histories like the novels, but it's hard to explain because the Nanban believe in a single Kami-san.
One god?
Yes, one god. And it may even confusing because this one single god did manifest in the flesh of his own son. It's quite interesting.
He shakes his head at these revelations, picks up a cloth, and steps outside to polish the frog. All right. We wind forward to the morning. Our monk and ninja awaken in the old charcoal burner's hut with the two dead bodies outside, and you two presumably overnighted in the temple. So Yeah, you haven't heard from the others. They didn't come back to the village. Maybe they went back while you were resting here. You don't know. But yeah, you've split the party, damn you, and are in two completely different locations. So let's return to the hut first. Sunlight filters in. The rain has abated mostly. There's just a fine misty drizzle outside for now. What do you want to do?
I think we should get dressed and start heading back. We're gonna have to tell the others about the bandits.
All right, let's go. So I get
okay.
dressed.
Okay.
And then
And I
lead
stand
them down.
watching. I stand watching as she's getting dressed. I'm like, oh.
I get dressed and I walk them down. Like I walk him down the hillside.
You just gonna leave the bodies there?
Pretty much. I put him behind the hut though. I hit him.
Okay.
Wait.
I made sure I put my arrow.
Yeah, I don't care about them.
I'm curious though. So you didn't pull to see if they were actually masks. Like, have you investigated the bodies? Did you? You're just going to leave all the evidence there?
They weren't wearing. They weren't wearing masks. They were wearing straw hats.
No, they were wearing masks under.
Yeah, they were wearing masks. That's my point.
I thought you said they weren't because I asked about.
No, they were.
Because you said they were just had straw hats and the.
Well, you couldn't see them very well in the dark, but once you got closer to them, yes.
Okay. Well, I thought that was already answered.
No.
Okay, so they are wearing masks, but we're still going to leave them there because what do we want to do? We're not going to carry them down the hill.
Yeah.
Not the bodies.
Well, you can always return to this spot and check them over.
I figured that's what we're going to do with return.
I'm going to assume that a lordly samurai lady and a scholar sleep in longer than ninjas and monks. So by the time you're...
I have to cast a divination first thing, the rise of the sun.
Okay.
9 and 8 plus 6. Shit.
Whoever's TV that is quite loud.
23.
Okay. The divination suggests that progress has been made, but there is still a long way to go.
Gotcha.
All right. So while you're out there casting your divinations, you spot Midori and Takahara traipsing down the path back towards the town.
Yep.
And you two spot Abe sat outside the temple, fiddling with his yarrow stalks again. So you're able to meet back up, share the information that you all have with each other. So assume that you have done that, and we will proceed from there.
Okay, so give us a review of what we now know.
Okay, your magic suggests there is some evil presence in the mountain, but also a good presence here at the temple. People in the town told you that there are bandits in the hills that are attacking convoys and barges and things, which suggests that there must be a reasonable number of them if they're able to take on targets like that. The suggestion from the temple monk is that they were conscientious objectors to being impressed into servitude in the army, and so took to the woods and lived out here, and in order to continue, they appear to have become bandits, which means that they're getting into fights, which is what they were trying to run away from. They wear masks, red ogre masks, such as are used at festivals and so on, straw raincoats and big hats, all of which serve to hide their identities. Even so, they should be known to somebody down in the village, down in the town, because they absconded from there. Takahara and Midori fought a couple of them at night, managed to dispatch them reasonably easily without suffering any wounds. and they've left the bodies hidden at an old charcoal burner's hut up in the woods. But it will probably take 2 to 3 days of wandering around the mountain to track down the main body of the bandits. I think that's everything. If I missed anything, speak up now.
So no, you that's pretty spot on. The one thing I've noticed that I don't have answered yet is why the masks. What do the masks? I mean, we understand from divination and discussion, and my knowledge of mystical esotericism, what the masks represent, but we don't know why they're all wearing them and where they came from.
Yeah. So probably just to hide their identity, but why they chose those masks over just tying a scarf around their face or whatever, you don't know. The old monk's old grandmother, when he was young, told him that a great hero of the past slew an oni on the mountain, and its
Right.
evil scourged the top of the mountain. So maybe these masks are representative of that, because oni and ogres are somewhat interchangeable in Japanese mythology. So maybe they're trying to evoke that, or maybe they're just trying to scare people.
And the dead trees.
Yes, supposedly more towards the top of the mountain, the trees are all scourged and died off, and there are foul-smelling hot springs, which the temple keeper's grandmother used to say, was because of the taint of the Oni's blood in the earth up there.
You said taint.
Taint.
So that sounds like an ideal bandit hideout is at the top of the mountain among the hot springs that people are afraid to go to. Okay, hot springs, foul smells. And we the good so I feel comfortable that the good and evil that I felt up the path or up the mountain, the good is the shrine and the kami, and the evil is the remnants of some sort of oni. Is that a yes or a no there, Grim?
That was a non-committal head movement, because you're speculating, and you're free to speculate as you wish.
Okay. So you did not bring back masks. That would have been helpful to try to determine who the craftsperson was that was making them.
But the bodies should still be there, so...
Yeah, so I guess we should go retrieve those masks at the very least.
Well, they're just a little ways back up the mountainside.
Yeah. All right. So, any objections to going back to the bodies? No?
Nope.
Okay. All right. You traipse up the mountain. It's warmer today, and the air is still very humid, but the rain is just a fine mist. Midori and Takahara are easily able to retrace their steps, and you arrive back at the partially ruined charcoal burner's hut. Takahara leads you around the back of the hut, and there are 2 prostrate bodies. One slashed and stabbed to death with his throat cut. The blood is seeped into the earth. And the other one with a horrible throat and eye wound from arrows. Some kind of animal has been at the bodies a bit, but has only sort of nibbled away the flesh from the extremities. Not much of anything else.
Okay, so taking a look, investigating, doing that. Look at these masks. Looking for any other wards or fuda, anything that'll give me a inkling of what's going on here.
Okay, so their hats are crudely woven, not particularly good quality. Straw raincoats are like the cheapest form of raincoat. Relatively easy to make, so can't really tell much from that. The clothes underneath are patched and worn, and were originally peasant clothing anyway. They seem
Because
reasonably.
you buy it that way, right? You buy your
Yeah,
peasant
yeah.
clothing patched and worn.
Yeah, largely. They don't seem too emaciated or anything, so they must be eating reasonably well. But living in the wild has obviously toughened them up and made them stink a bit, dead or alive. The masks are inexplicable. They're identical. It's hard to see any seams or anything where they've been made or
Like
put
no
together.
tool marks.
No tool marks. The only bit that's added on is the string that's used to tie them around the head. But the mask itself is like it's a single piece, as if it were cast out of metal, but it feels like wood or bone.
Okay, so I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna take these, go inside, out of view, so I'm not sitting out in the open, and do a little sense magic, or yeah, sense magic and ceremony to, or divination rather, to get an idea what I'm dealing with here. And so I go into the little shed, and man, it smells funky in here, but okay.
Yeah, it smells
All
like a
right.
sweat lodge.
Oh, something was going on. Little musky. All right. So what I want to do is obviously there's something not natural about the masks. I'm not in the mood to put one on, so I'm going to do a divination, sense magic. However, we're going to make that happen.
Okay. Well, sense magic will just tell you whether they're magic or not. So up to you whether you want to do that. And then divination will try and get some further information on maybe who crafted it, whether it has any innate magical power, that sort of thing.
Okay. So let's do the sense magic. Let's figure out what's going on with these things. So I set up my little tools. Yeah. 19 plus 7, 26.
Okay. They are definitely magic, and they have an evil, brooding presence to them that you don't like. It sets your teeth on edge.
Do I feel like I need to perform an exorcism on them now before I do anything else?
No, it's more subtle than that, you think.
Okay. All right. So this time I'm going to make sure I use the proper horoscope and charts and do a divination. And I'm going to... So remind me which ones I can spend chi on.
Sense magic, you can. Well, you can spend chi on any skill roll.
Right. But there's ones that give me +5. I think divination.
That's the sense magic, I think.
I think there's 3 of them though. Actually, I think there's more than. I think there's 4. I think it's sense magic, divination, mysticism, and exorcism.
Let's see.
Just like a chi spend.
Be mystic skills, isn't it? Exorcism. Yes, you can spend additional chi to get a +5 bonus on the roll, or to reduce their defiance score by 5 against the exorcism. That's that. Divination. You can spend extra chi to get +5 bonus on the roll per point of chi. Any such divinations should be more vague than those you get from using the destiny element.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do a point of chi, which takes me. Where was I? So, crap. Where was I? 8 plus 14 plus 19.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay, give me a sec here. Okay, hexagram 44, coming to meet. The stranger wears a friendly smile. He offers silver to the hungry, strength to the fearful, and vengeance to the angry. Those who kneel for gifts soon discover that they've pledged more than they intended. A servant believes he has chosen a master, but it is the master who has chosen the servant. Misfortune is strong.
Okay. Right, gotcha. And then, so that confirms to me that they're using these. They thought it was to their advantage, but turns out they were wrong. They've been captured by whoever gave them the masks.
Yeah.
Okay. So my background in esoteric mysticism, what does this sound like to me? 8. Oh, what the hell's that number? 5, 8, 5, and 5, 10, 18.
It sounds to you like these men have dishonored themselves and as a result fallen victim to some kind of prevailing dark force in the mountains.
All right. So they've lost their honor and it's been subverted. All right. I think we're in the clear to wipe them out then.
Anyone else have anything they want to investigate, bring up, discuss, plan? Or are you just going to keep tracking them through the mountains?
Keep tracking.
Well, I think.
Bye.
Well, I don't. Let's talk about this real quick then, because at this point, I think we've got enough information that we can, at least I can go to my master and justify wiping them out. So we should make a plan to wipe them out. I mean, that's what you guys do best.
We know. Me and Midori do the wiping while you guys stand behind. I know.
We set it up and make it possible. It's a team effort.
So you want to plan out how to kill them and not just stab?
Well, I think we should think about what the next steps are. You know, what do we do? What do we need to ensure our victory? Other
Go
than
up, sneak.
Well, it will be
And
the same as we dealt with those bandits that had take over the keep at the beginning of our journey.
Yeah.
Survey the area, figure it out how many there how many effective and hostiles are present, and take them one by one if they are isolated. No.
All right. Well, you're the killers. I'll trust you to come up with the best plan.
All right. So, just give me a second here. How many of you have survival as a skill?
I do. I have one.
I do.
Anyone else?
No.
No.
Okay. Sorry, trying to find something specific. Okay, whoever has the best stealth, make a roll at +1, and whoever has the best survival, make a roll at +1.
My survival is 1.
Mine's 1 + 4 for survival.
Yeah, so is mine. Mine's 1 + 4.
Okay.
So whichever. Midori, what's your stealth?
Oh, I have no stealth whatsoever.
My
though.
stealth is 3.
So I'll roll survival.
3 plus what?
3 + 3.
So 6. So me and you are the same too. So it doesn't matter who does it.
Okay, well, I rolled an 18, so.
Okay. And who made the tracking roll with the survival?
I rolled a 14.
14. In total.
In total.
Okay. You make little progress today trying to track them down, but you eliminate a few paths through the mountains and find some other quite lovely places. Can you roll a d10, please?
1.
Okay. Towards the evening, when you're thinking about setting up camp, you come across an area where a whole bunch of trees have been uprooted. There are broken bones, animal and human, scattered about, along with fragments of armor and huge bare footprints in the muddy earth that has been turned over.
Holy shit. Can I hide someplace?
Yeah, look at this, go, and duck back behind a tree.
Exactly. I back away.
All in all, a very roughly circular area, about 20 to 30 feet across, has had the trees torn up. Some of them have been crushed or broken into splinters, as if by some heavy blow. And yeah, there's bones and fragments of armor and half of a horse.
Oh, joy. Where's the other half?
You don't know. Not here.
Maybe we should have Midori circle around and, like, the bruiser beaters investigate what killed the bodies.
While you hide behind a tree.
Correct.
Do we hear or smell anything?
You think whatever happened here happened a while ago? The earth might be turned over, but it doesn't have the smell of fresh turned earth, nor can you smell the blood anymore. There's a couple of rather hopeful crows hopping around, pecking at bones, looking for any fragments of flesh that might be left.
What? Wait, there's no flesh on the bones?
No.
Well, except for the half horse.
Yeah, the half horse still has a few bits of sinew and
But the
stuff.
humans are
Yeah, of
just
course.
skeletal remains,
Yes.
as if they've been sucked clean of the marrow.
Well,
Yeah.
clean, right?
Sucked, pecked, chewed, gnawed, whatever. There's no flesh left.
Well, it's a convenient campsite.
Though it is unclean because of all the
Yeah.
death.
Yeah. No, I mean, it would take a long time to do the cleansing ceremony to make it safe to hang out.
I mean, what are the odds of a monster striking twice in the same place? Yeah.
Well, that's correct. I figure that's where Takahara was going, right?
Yeah, that's why you should always take a bomb with you when you're flying anywhere, because the odds of there being two bombs on a plane are astronomical.
Takahara-san, will you be able to tell us which kind of creature has done this?
Not a clue. I'm a monk, not a wilderness man.
Yeah, this is a supernatural kind of thing.
It was probably a bear.
Will you say that is an Oni rather than an angry death?
Could I roll mysticism to see if I might know what it might be?
Yeah.
It's the closest skill I can think. That's the one thing I noticed. There's a lot of occasions where we don't have the skills for the things you want to do.
Well, mysticism does cover the folklore and stuff.
Well, I know
it's not
for other stuff.
Yeah,
too.
it's not always immediately obvious which skill, but there is usually something.
Yeah, sometimes I think that you need to flesh out a few more skills. So mysticism is 0. 14 total.
The big footprint, it does kind of look like a bear to you. Big sole of a foot, 5 toes, but none of them particularly looks that different to each of the other toes, which is a little bit odd, but yeah.
Was it that much bigger than a sun bear?
Bigger than a sun bear.
Sun bears don't get that big, and those are the only ones in Japan.
Yeah, but there are legends of demon bears. Onikuma. Yeah, demon bear. A mythological Japanese creature. A bear-like monster that's actually a demon. There are brown bears in Japan, but they live almost exclusively on Hokkaido, which is like almost as far as possible at the other end of Japan than you're at. Of course, someone may have captured one. That's possible. There are black bears, but they're really only found on Honshu and Shikoku, not down here.
Okay. Well, let's start with the assumption that it was a demon bear and go from there.
So split the difference between an ogre and a bear and say it's a demon bear.
Correct.
Okay, so again, the same question. We want to just look for another campsite.
Okay. Well, yeah, you can leave this death site behind and find yourselves somewhere else to camp down for the night, a distance away. But the encounter has left you feeling unsettled, and then the cicadas start up. So it's not a particularly restful night. All right. I am wilting.
Yep.
It's been
That's
3
okay.
hours. So I think if we split this adventure into 2 halves, tracking down the remaining bandits and dealing with them next time we play, which should be next Sunday, unless something comes up. But I don't think I have anything planned. What is the date next Sunday? 28th. Yeah, that should be fine.
All right.
Is that all right with everyone?
It is for me.
All right. Save your experience points. You'll get another one next session. Make sure you have the note of the things that you're going to try and claim still written down. And yeah, good. We'll see everyone next week.
Right.
And thanks to everyone who watched and stopped by. Yeah.
See you next week.
See you next
Bye.
week, James.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Rest well.
Bye.